Good evening, friends. Good morning. We don't know where you are in the world right now. So, welcome to the first video of the series. This is Nagar Clothing Company. I'm the founder. My name is Tanmay Mehta. Okay. So, guys, I know most of you are looking for customized hoodies, right? In case you are looking for customized hoodies or sweatshirts or any kind of custom branding for your own brand, right? So, this is the right place for you to come. We are going to discuss today multiple hoodies that we have manufactured in the past financial year for our clients, right? Ranging from polyester, cotton, polycotton, sherpa, fleece, all of the different fabrics we use, all of the different fits we use, and what do people do when it comes to customization. But honestly, customization is something which doesn't have a limit. The sky is going to be the limit here. Your designer or yourself who is designing the product, who is bringing it to us, please, we want you to know that there is no limit to it. And every day we are honestly, our eyebrows go up seeing the newer designs that you all bring to us. Oh, this is possible. Oh, this kind of customization is possible too. That is what we come to know. But yes, we are able to bring all of your ideas to life. Okay. Now let us not do any more further delay. This is the hoodies section. I'm going to take out a few pieces. I'm going to lay them onto the table. I'm going to discuss what we did, how much we did, what are the minimum order quantities for such a piece. All of these details will be discussed here. Okay. All right. So yeah, this hoodie. It was a basic white hoodie. We manufactured it for a client from Bangalore. Guys, one more thing. Nagar Clothing Company is open to manufacture all around the world. You may be in France, Bonjour, you may be in Germany, you may be in America, you may be in the UK. Wherever you are, we can cater to you. We can completely export. Yes, we have become an exporter recently. So this hoodie, it was made from 100% polyester fleece. Now this, it had a flap. This customer, he wanted the sides to be open. You can see here, the sides are open. This was their own style. This was their own fashion, their own fit. We are none to question them, right? We are a make to order white label company. You present us your requirements. We manufacture and supply as is. In this case, the customer did specify the chest of the hoodie, the measurements of the hoodie, and other things. They specified that they did not want derby, which is the rib fabric attached at the cuffs and at the hem. They did not want that. So they wanted to play it simple. In this case, yeah, look at this. The quantity was just 100 pieces. It can be possible. Fabric was available, right? So is that. Let us move on to the next one. This is one of my favorites. This was manufactured for a client in Ahmedabad. The client's name is Clout. It's a brand, streetwear brand, right? So this was a hoodie made from Sherpa fabric, SHERPA. Please research on it if you can. It's a very woolen based fabric, but it's actually synthetic wool. This one is synthetic so that it's cost efficient. The natural one can be sourced only from Kashmir and certain places, and it's very expensive. So this one was available on tap, and we had a few colors available, and my client demanded that we make a cut and sew style. You can see half red, half white. There's actually two different fabrics put together. It's also oversized half sleeve hoodie. You can see that. Yeah, there's also a label here, right? So how did this hoodie come about together? The customer, what did they specify? What did they not specify? I want to show you. This is a file, right? If you can come down to our office in Tiruppur, I can show you the file. I can show you what the tech packs are. So this piece of paper contains all the specifications required to manufacture this garment here. This was created by the client itself, right? So this is actually mailed to us in the form of PDF, and we print it out in a hard copy, and we distribute it amongst our team. So yeah, this was done at least more than a year ago. So yeah, I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see that here on this particular page. The customer has specified the look of the garment. How from the hem he wants the label to be placed 4-inch upwards, and from the bottom on the pocket he wants the 1.5-inch this thing attached here, the label. You can see this. There's actually a rope also given. All these specifications have been mentioned. Garment is manufactured as is. Now this particular page is one of the most important ones. This talks about the size of one piece, size S, the chest is supposed to be 43 inches, the waist is supposed to be 28 inches, so and so. All of these measurements are given here, and accordingly we are supposed to manufacture a garment. So while we do manufacture a garment, we require the measurements of one particular size, not all, and we can derive the measurements of the remaining sizes from this piece of data. Moving on to the next page. Here the customer has specified what kind of embroidery he wants. He has specified that he needs a brand name on the bottom back of the hem, and he needs it 14 inches wide. He does not need it printed, he needs it embroidered, which is specified here. Also, he has mentioned the Pantone used for the embroidery threads. Pretty specific, very easy for a manufacturer. We can do our work seamlessly. Next page talks about trims. It talks about what kind of eyelet we are supposed to use. It talks about what kind of rope we are supposed to use. So all of these things come here. It's also mentioned here that the fabric is supposed to be Sherpa. What colors are to be used. So in cases where the quantity is very, very high, let's say at least 1,000 pieces per color, then we can dye the fabric to whichever color you demand. But in this case, since the quantity was just 200 pieces, we had to use the available colors. What the garment manufactured here is not exactly the colors that the buyer has specified, but we could bring it as close as possible. We sent a sample over to the buyer and he has approved. So this is what a basic tech pack looks like, guys. This, if you can give it to a manufacturer, this answers almost all the questions that we have in terms of what we are supposed to do and how we are supposed to do. Alright, moving on to the next garment. Let us see what we have, right? Alright, yeah. This one is again a polyester fleece based hoodie. It's a regular fit hoodie manufactured for a brand in South India. The brand's name is Dastan. This was also a while ago that we did it. You can see here on the back that we have foil printed design. So this particular snake design, it was given by the client in the form of a CorelDRAW file, or they can even submit in the form of an Illustrator, a PSD or a PDF file. As long as we have the working file, an original file, a vector file is required, right? So this is printed with a foil. You can see here, it gives it the shining gold look. Rest of the hoodie is basic. It's got a big hood, and nothing special about it, but it is a hoodie. Moving on, we have here a hoodie that we manufactured for LJD. LJD is a video game company based out of France. So this was hoodies for them, a group of YouTubers. This garment has a lot of detail. I'm very sorry I do not have the tech pack for it now, but yeah, I will talk about the garment. So this is a cut and sew based garment. Example, I would like to explain what cut and sew is here. You can see here, this is called the back panel of the garment. This is called the front panel of the garment. The front panel is one single panel. The front is one, and similarly the back is also one single panel. But when you look at this hoodie, the front is not one single panel. Just to get the front done, we had to attach this panel, here 2 and here 3. 3 different panels had to be attached together. So these were cut separately and they were sewn together. Cut and sew, right? Similarly with the back panel, it is also cut and sew style, cut and sew style. And then you can see the sleeve here. This is also a sort of cut and sew style. The right side sleeve is actually printed, AOP, all over printing. We have the pocket here, the half the fabric here was also AOP, all over printed. And then on the chest you can see the branding, very small, embroidered. I would like to show you something. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see this. Yeah, you can see this. These were the multiple combinations that we supplied the embroidery to the customer. These are called strike-offs. Before we proceed with the embroidery of all the garments, we do this once and then we submit to the client and then they approve of it. So that is how things take place here, right? So this garment has used 300 GSM, 100% cotton brushed loop knit fabric. I would like to show it to you from the inside. Yeah, you can see it from the inside. It's very smooth and it's very warm, but it's not as fluffy as you would require a hoodie to be, because the fluffiness comes mainly from polyester. This client did not require polyester. Yeah, you can see the inner hood also has the AOP details, the all over printing design. And also we have something called tone to tone. Example, the garment's color and the print's color will almost match. This is called tone to tone. I want to show you one more example of tone to tone. now that we have discussed it. The garment's color is lavender and the print's color is also lavender, almost matching it. This is how a tone to tone design comes. This is as close as the color of the print can match the garment. Client was very satisfied, and so the order was completed successfully. Moving on to the next garment. I'm going to keep these aside because putting them back on the shelf is taking a long time. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Yeah, this hoodie. Okay, basic black hoodie, but then it's got 100% cotton brushed fleece like the previous one. And then here on the chest aspect, you can see the whole thing is puff printed. Beautiful puff print. So how puff prints work is regular screen printing happens on top of it, and then heat is applied in the form of fusing. Heat is pressed. High temperature, high pressure puffs up the design in this way. You can see it on a close-up. Very good, isn't it? This is again for an Instagram brand that we manufactured. Cool stuff people have been making these days. Alright, there's actually a tech pack here that I want to discuss. Yeah, you can see this tech pack here. This was manufactured for Chrome Culture. They are also one of our clients based out of Kerala. So they had specified to us that they wanted the hoodie to be off-white. They had specified that they wanted the print on the chest to be 3 colors. It's got black, it's got navy, it's got green, and it is 6 inches wide. Similarly, on the sleeves, you've got a similar print, but they've also specified the angle with it. You can mention that with the green line, and they've mentioned what space we should have between the cuffs and the print, how high the print should be. The print should be approximately 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches. They've specified that. Similarly, for the chest print, they've specified to us that they require it 4 inches from the center of the neck. And they've also mentioned that all of these are supposed to be screen printing. None of them are supposed to be puff printing or high density. These are all the details conveyed to us from one visual. So this is the power of a tech pack. Please create one if you can. It's very easy to make one, or we can even help you make one. Alright, moving on to another one of my favorite hoodies. Yes, an all over printed paisley hoodie. Beautiful bottle green fabric of 400 GSM, 100% cotton fleece, cotton brushed blueprint was used here. Right, we lay out the fabric in terms of a roll, a 20 kilo, 30 kilo roll, and then the fabric is all over. The entire print is done on the fabric, not on the garment, not on the seam. And then the fabric is laid out, and then it is cut in the shape of the hood, the sleeves, the pocket, the front seam, the back seam. You can see how beautiful the garment has come out. I will also give you a close-up shot. So that's that. But the rib fabric cannot be printed very well, so it's left as is. Yeah. It's also a regular sized hoodie made for Dastan, based out of India. This is their motto. That's that. Let us show you another cool hoodie. Right? This hoodie is from Clout. Again, made from same 300 GSM brushed cotton loop knit. Why do we keep using the same fabric? So guys, this particular fabric, 300 GSM brushed loop knit cotton, it is available with us in approximately 20 to 30 colors ready stock. If you require 100 pieces, if your quantity is as low as 100 pieces, we can still cater to you with that fabric. But let's say any other fabric that you require, 400 GSM or 300 GSM polycotton or 350 GSM cotton, these are not readily available. In which case, we will have to knit and dye the fabric of your particular shade specifically for you. So then we require a higher quantity of approximately 300 to 400 pieces per color, in which case we can get you any color you require. Now, smaller brands, they do not tend to go for quantity. They tend to go for a smaller quantity, not higher quantities, and they require variety. So they cannot take the risk of manufacturing hoodies of the same color or the same design in higher quantities. So hence they come to us with just 100 pieces each. So at 100 pieces, this fabric is one of the only desirable fabrics which is available. So yeah, what have we constructed here? Basic oversized hoodie. It's got a cut and sew panel on the sleeves. One of the panel overlaps the other. You can see here, right? You can see that sleeve on the both sides. And here you've got multiple pockets. 2 pockets stitched together to give the top and bottom feel. On the chest, you've got high density printing. And as for the hood, it is a double layered hood. In fact, it's 2 double layered hoods, right? Fashion is fashion. This is the designer's idea. The designer has come up with it. It is really different. I agree, right? Not a normal hoodie. but that is what is going on. And on the neck you can see there's a beautiful patch of derby attached here to complete the look. On the back also you can see the same branding as the chest, but just the high density is much, has a wider coverage area. Not only that, you can see the regular high density is approximately 5 rounds or 4 rounds. This particular one is approximately 9 to 10 rounds. The print is very heavy, it's almost very thick. You can feel that. So now what happens with this is, such prints tend to not last very long. These kinds of prints are going to crack in approximately 30 to 40 washes, which is roughly 12 to 18 months. But that is not what the client is bothered about. He is bothered about the feel, he's bothered about the look, and he's very concerned about how it feels when purchasing. So yes, many brands often communicate this type of data, this type of info to their clients right away. Let us move on to the next one. Next one is also one of my favorites, manufactured from the same fabric as the previous ones, 300 GSM cotton. This is an extremely oversized boxy fit hoodie. You can see how wide the sleeves are, how the width of the biceps. You can see here. I will also show on the screen a photo of one of our clients wearing the same garment. Right? You can see that the length is pretty short. It is not exactly a cropped hoodie, but because it's oversized and the chest is coming out, the length is actually adjusted to the person's frame. Yeah, I'm going to hold it out here so you can see it better. I will also display the tech pack of this garment on the screen. I'm sure you are seeing it right now. So you can see page number 1, 2, 3, normally displaying the garment and how it looks. Page number 4, 5, 6, in fact, discuss the measurements of the hoodie. This is called a spec sheet. Using this, garment is constructed. These are the vital details that we require to bring out the garment as intended. You can also see on page number 5 and page number 6, many technical formats of measurements, many technical findings of how the garment is to be measured are mentioned here. Yeah, so that is that. This was again designed by a freelancer. So in case you do require a freelancer's phone number or their contact, please let us know. We will be happy to help you. Okay, Alright, the last hoodie that we are going to discuss here is a tie and dye hoodie. Guys, this hoodie, let me show you from the close-up shot. This is done on unraised fabric, right? The fabric used in hoodies is called loop knit, Loopknit. Why is it called loop knit? Because the fabric has loops on the inner side. This fabric is called loop knit, and this is called unraised format of it. When we subject this fabric to a process called raising, it becomes raised loop knit. Yeah. So this is before and this is after. It's literally the same fabric, just different processes done on them. Alright. So now it's a basic hoodie constructed from unraised loop knit fabric, and then it's got the tie and dye feel given all over it. This was a white colored hoodie, 100% cotton, but usually in a normal hoodie, the threads are made of polyester, right? But in this particular hoodie, we had to make the threads to be made of cotton. Cotton threads are slightly more expensive than polyester threads, but when it comes to tensile strength, both of them are the same. Cotton threads are used here so that when we dye the garment to a particular color, the threads also dye according to the fabric, and not because if we had used polyester threads here, then the thread would have been just white color. It wouldn't have absorbed the dyes of the tie and dye hoodie as intended. Alright, so this was the last one of the series. Thank you so much. I want to show you more tech packs, but we have a shortage of time here. Yeah, so this is also another tech pack that I would like to show. Right, we don't have the garment as of now. We sent it to the client, but yeah, they specified that they want oversized hoodie and how the print is to be sat on the garment. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. If you do require ever oversized hoodies or regular sized hoodies or t-shirts of any sort, and you want them customized to your taste, to your liking, for your brand, please do contact us. We are open for business and we are perfectly here to white label manufacture it for you. We will put your designs, your custom branding on the garment and provide to you. Thank you so much.